Hello everyone, welcome. In today's video, I am going to be presenting to you my current top picks from Amazon in the categories of makeup, skincare, fashion, travel, and I'm also going to share with you what I feel are some of the best deals happening during Amazon Prime Days. Starting off with two no-brainers. These are products that you should stock up on during Amazon Prime Day. The Dalba White Truffle First Spray Serum and the Dalba Waterful Tone Up Sunscreen. This is going to be your new 24/7 Truffle Glow Duo. I'm fairly certain that a lot of my viewers already own the White Truffle First Spray Serum because I have talked about it in my videos many times. I've also noticed that more and more makeup artists have been speaking about this product and mentioning how it is a must-have in their makeup kits. It is a #1 global bestseller with over 40 million bottles sold. This double layer serum and oil formula is a 4-in-1. It will take your makeup from patchy to flawless. Truffle is Dalba's patented ingredient. It is the perfect ratio of white truffle and vitamin E. It's designed to deliver antioxidant protection, improve skin's elasticity, and reduce wrinkles. It is suitable for all skin types, including oily skin like mine, because it regulates oil production to reduce excess shine. To use it, you just shake it up, spray all over the face, and voila, instant glow. I also like to use it in between my makeup steps for more hydration and to help my makeup look more seamless. It's also vegan and good for sensitive skin. Then for sun protection and evening out my skin tone and extra glow, I reach for the Waterful Tone Up Sunscreen. I love this sunscreen because it is so lightweight and it does do a beautiful job at taking out all of the redness in my skin. I know it looks a little light at the moment as it's being applied, but after a couple of minutes, my skin has no redness whatsoever without having to put any makeup on top of it. That said, it also works beautifully under my makeup. So the lighting in my bathroom was pretty harsh, so I decided to go by the window to give you a good look at how glowy and perfected my skin looks without even applying any makeup on top. As you saw, it offers instant color correction, instant brightening, it's moisturizing, you're getting that SPF 50 protection. It has an ultralight texture and no greasiness. The sunscreen also contains truffle, as well as panthenol and ceramide NP, Centella asiatica, and tea tree. As I mentioned towards the beginning of this video, now is the time to stock up on both of these products. Because during Amazon Prime Days, the Dalba White Truffle First Spray Serum will be 25% off. And the Waterful Tone Up Sunscreen will be 30% off. Of course, I will have the links for everything I'm going to talk about in this video down below in the description box. A huge thank you to Dalba for sponsoring this video. It's such an organic partnership because I have used and spoken about this product so many times. And you know what? I think it's time to spray again. So glowy. Now I want to share a couple of hair products. First up is this SNTE Hair Wax Stick. This is a moisturizing and styling stick, and it is what I use whenever I put my hair up into like a slicked back bun or slicked back ponytail. Basically, anytime I slick my hair back, I always go in with this stick to smooth any sort of baby hairs. My hair isn't exactly slicked back today. Yes, it's pulled back, but I use this more for when my hair is really slicked back. I'll try to find a photo and insert that, but I love this stick. It provides shine and hold. If you are doing any sort of slicked back hairstyle, you definitely need this stick. And it's 20% off right now, which makes it $5, $4.99. I don't talk about this next product very much, and I really don't know why. I have stopped using it for a while because I was trying out the Pros Custom Hair Care that I talked about in my most recent hair video. As you can see, I have gone through more than half of my bottle of Bumble & Bumble Hairdresser's Invisible Oil. You may have noticed that I have gone with my hair's natural very wavy, frizzy texture today. In that recent hair video that I posted that I just referenced, I was asked several times if I would ever consider showing my natural hair texture. Well, today was my attempt to do that, and I chickened out at the last second and put it all back. I recorded a couple of minutes with my hair down and really curly, and I just didn't like it. So I pulled it up, and it's still a little frizzy, but I waited to add some of this oil to my hair so that you could be able to see, or at least hopefully see, a little bit of the change on camera. And by the way, I do have hair here. I'm not balding. I'm just overdue to get my roots touched up. I'm going to get it touched up in about 2 days. But yeah, I'm not balding. There's hair. It's just super gray. And I thought you guys wouldn't care if I didn't, touch it up with some sort of spray or powder. I just like to be real with you all. Gray roots, no filters, frizzy hair. But we're going to tame the frizz with this oil. I put a couple of drops on my fingertips and then rub my fingers together. And then if my hair's curly or wavy like this, I just sort of scrunch the serum in. And look how it gave it some shine and made it look, I think, less frizzy. Can you tell the difference? I can tell the difference. It just doesn't look as dry. When my hair is styled straight, you can really see the shine. It's just harder to see shine on curly hair, or excuse me, wavy hair. I almost forgot I have another skincare product to talk about that is going to be on sale during Amazon Prime Day. And that would be the Medicube Zero Pore Pads. These are going to be 39% off. I know a lot of you aren't on TikTok, but this product went viral on TikTok. There is a content creator over there who is in her I think she's in her mid-20s. And she went to a top New York dermatologist, and that dermatologist recommended these Medicube pads. Even though I am admittedly easily influenced, when I hear a top dermatologist rave about a product, there's a very good chance I'm going to go out and buy it. And that is what I did with these pore pads. The content creator that went to go see this doctor, her name is Alex Earl, and she has been struggling with acne for a lot of her life. And that's one of the reasons she became so popular on the platform, is because she was so open with her struggles, so authentic. So many young people could relate to that struggle. I obviously don't have acne, but I have always struggled with texture issues, with pore size, and I feel like I've gotten it mostly under control, and my skin has really improved through the good products that I've been using, through the LED red light therapy masks that I often use. But I do still like to have a chemical exfoliator. So I use one of these Medicube pore pads like 2 to 3 times per week at night. They do come with a little tool to easily pick out the peel pads. And I do recommend keeping that little tool because, as you may have noticed, I kind of struggled to get the pad out. But these are super, super effective. They contain alpha hydroxy acids, beta hydroxy acids, and panthenol and sodium hyaluronate. If you've been wanting to try those, or you're just in need of some sort of 2 to 3 times a week chemical exfoliator, now is the time to buy the Medicube during Amazon Prime Days. One of my favorite brow laminating products is going to be 27% off. This is the L'Oreal 24-hour brow lamination. I'm a bit of a brow product junkie. I love to try different brow pencils, brow gels, brow powders, brow pomades. And I have to tell you, I have really struggled to find one that gives me that lifted, laminated look that lasts all day. So many of the ones that I try don't actually hold all day long. One of my current favorites is Bay Brow. I've talked about it in several videos, but I have only found it to purchase through Revolve. I cannot find it at Ulta. I cannot find it at Sephora or Amazon. And you know, I always love to give my viewers alternatives. This is my second favorite next to the Bay Brow. What's nice about this is that you don't have to use a separate spoolie. The Bay Brow is in one of those tins that you have to open, and then you put the brush in, and then you go through your brows. And with this, obviously, you just brush your brows up and over, and this will lock your brows in place all day. Truly giving your brows a laminated but not electrocuted type of look. Okay, if you have been eyeing my blush color, which I think is so pretty, it is the Smashbox Hot Sticks Blush Stick. And the shade I used is Hi-Fi Heat. These are currently 50% off. Now, of course, to get these deals, you do have to be an Amazon Prime member. It's so pretty. It goes on super, super bright, obviously, but I find that these bright colors, if they're a good formula and can be blended out easily, look so, so stunning. And I could actually put a little bit of this on my lips too. Why not? Whenever I talk about blush, people always ask me about longevity. This is long lasting and it doesn't sit on top of the skin. It really melts right into your skin. If you have been eyeing one of the new Charlotte Tilbury blush sticks or one of the new Dior blush sticks, those are both really excellent blush sticks, but I would put this Smashbox one right up there with those two in terms of quality. Now let's talk fashion. This dress that I'm wearing is one of my favorite Amazon fashion purchases of all time. Amazon fashion, I think we all know, can be pretty hit or miss in terms of fit, in terms of quality. This dress from Pretty Garden was such a great find. I've been wearing it quite a bit because I can wear it casually with some flats to go run errands or for a shopping day. But I can also dress it up for a night out. I'm wearing a medium. It is true to size. You can wear shapewear with this. You do have to wear either a strapless bra or my next top pick. Even though I've spoken about these in several of my other Amazon videos, I will never stop using them. I will never stop raving about them. What I have on right now under this dress are my Nippies skin covers. I have purchased and repurchased these so many times. They are a must-have. If you don't want to or can't wear a bra with a certain dress or outfit, full disclosure, I have breast implants. I've had them for 21 years. And while they're not as high as they were when I first got them done or within the first few years of having them done, I do obviously understand that having breast implants is different than being natural. I assume that most women who are naturally well endowed would prefer to wear something with some support. Not everybody can get away with just using covers like this. But for those of you that can, these are a must. But that said, you can still wear a strapless bra with this dress because it's not backless or anything like that. All right, I have to tell you guys about these whitening strips. Now, I do believe that the Crest whitening strips are going to be on sale during Amazon Prime Days, and those are the ones that I've been using. I've been using the Age Renew, but those have to be worn for 1 hour. One day, my older son came to me and said, "Mom, what are you using to get your teeth so white?" His teeth weren't horribly yellow, but they weren't bright white, and he really wanted to whiten them. So I told him what I had been using, but those Age Renew strips are to take off 30 years of stains. He hasn't even been alive for 30 years. So I said, let me either get you some regular Crest white strips, or I'm gonna look around and see if there's anything even better. Oh, by the way, it wasn't only the fact that the white strips I had been using were for older people who have been on this planet at least 30 years. They also, I think I already said this, took an hour. You had to wear them for an hour. So he wanted something that was effective, but that he didn't have to wear as long. So I went on Amazon and I found these. The reviews were fantastic. They were very inexpensive, so I thought, why not? And you would not believe, I wish I had before and afters to show you, but his teeth are so white. I had to order another pack for myself. My teeth are pretty white because I did recently, maybe about 3 months ago, use those Crest White Strips Age Renew, but I bought myself a box because I was so impressed with the results he got. And he got those results so quickly. I believe it was within 5 days of starting his box of white strips that I noticed, my husband noticed too, a significant difference in how white his teeth were. His teeth are pearly white now. Oh, it says right here, 7-day effective whitening. But if you start these, I have a feeling you're going to see improvement within just a couple of days, like my son did. You have 2 curling irons to choose from that are going to be a Prime Day deal. This is the Bio-Ionic Long Barrel Curling Iron. I purchased this because this is the one that my hairstylist uses. This is the one she uses on me every time I go and get my hair done. Usually when she does my hair, I have some sort of extension in, whether it's my halo hair extension or some clip-in extensions or my sew-in extensions that I don't have right now, obviously. But when I did, she always used this extra long barrel because it's great for when you have longer hair. Now that my hair is shorter, I do use this T3 1¼ inch. And if you saw my recent hair routine where I demoed how I curl my hair, this is the curling iron I used. Now, I looked to see if this specific one was going to be a deal during Amazon Prime Days, but it's not. It's the long barrel. But you can still use the long barrel on shorter hair. I just only had this one when I got the long extensions put in. So that's when I decided to purchase the Bioionic. So, dealer's choice. They're both on sale right now. They're both excellent. I know a lot of hairstylists, not just mine, love to use Bioionic tools, but I also know quite a few stylists also like T3. T3 is a great brand, but if you also want a curling iron that gives you more temperature choices, then I would go with the Bioionic. Even though I spoke about 2 curling irons, I'm counting that as one product number 11. And product number 12 is just something I had to throw in. I purchased this portable fan before I went on vacation to Europe, and it is a lifesaver. If you are traveling, or even if you're not, if you just get really hot, this is such a good thing to keep in your purse. If you're around my age, you might be experiencing some hot flashes, or maybe you're just somewhere where the air conditioner isn't working well. Well, not a big deal for you if you have this. You just open it up and then press the button. It makes a little bit of noise, but it's not too bad. And there are 3 different speeds. I know it seems like such a silly thing to recommend, but I know my channel demographics, and I'm sure a lot of you are like me and could definitely use something like this at times. All right, I do hope you enjoyed hearing about my current Amazon top picks and what I recommend picking up during Amazon Prime Day. Like I said earlier, every product will be listed and linked for your convenience. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate that. If you are not already subscribed to my channel, I hope that you will consider doing so. I do post new content at least twice per week. You can also find me over on TikTok and Facebook and Instagram under the same username, Risa Does Makeup. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope to see you in my next video.